What's up guys, Tyler Kirkwood here. Thanks for checking out my channel. Today is day 66 of no fat hard mode, or semen retention, however you prefer to say it. So I wanted to talk about a few things during this video. Basically I wanted to talk about why I do semen retention, and basically I just kind of got fed up with how my life was going. I wasn't really accomplishing a lot. I was getting in trouble a lot. Some of you may know I've been to prison twice, and I've been in and out of jail a few times. So basically I realized I was going nowhere in life. I did basically get a college degree, a bachelor's degree in finance, but I haven't really accomplished much since then. And I would definitely attribute that to having too much sexual activity, which led to drug abuse. And once you get involved in drugs, it can really screw your life up. So basically I'm trying to repair my life. And I feel like that obviously starts with, not using drugs, but then after you stop using drugs, you also want to practice semen retention, because you realize you're just wasting a lot of energy and a lot of potential that could be utilized elsewhere in your life. So that's the main motivator for me, is just to accomplish more in my life. I'd like to become, financially free. I would like to have a good life, maybe someday have a family and just stay out of trouble, and definitely stay as far away as humanly possible from drugs, alcohol, etc. So that's my motivation to do semen retention. Also, I wanted to talk about, basically it's like proven throughout history to work, and the number one person that comes to mind for me is Nikola Tesla. I've researched Nikola Tesla so much, like probably a decade ago, starting when the Tesla automobile first came out. And the more you learn about the guy, he was just a genius, and he invented so much that we use on a day-to-day basis. So almost like, I would guess like 90% of the stuff that you use on a day-to-day basis, especially having to do with electricity, probably came from the efforts of somebody that was on semen retention. Like all this luxury that we enjoy and all this modern technology that we enjoy in the world. Also, Steve Jobs practiced semen retention. I believe Steve Jobs was also a vegan or vegetarian. He might have ate fish occasionally, but it's interesting to me, like, how many people probably use iPhones or MacBooks. I use a MacBook and I love the MacBook. I think it's like the best computer ever. And I wonder how many people know that he never really ate meat, and he was really big on fruit juices. I just kind of wanted to throw that out there, because I've been having a lot of orange juice, and I've been noticing so many benefits from the vitamin C in orange juice. It's just amazing. And I realize, like, a lot of the government recommendations for orange juice is maybe to have like an 8-ounce cup a day. But I've realized, like, maybe having like a whole container, which is about 52 ounces a day, really perks me up for the day, and I'm able to accomplish a lot, especially at the gym. I feel so strong lately when I go to the gym. Like today, I did legs, and I worked my way up to 275 on the squat, and I got that for 4 reps. And I was really happy about that. I can't wait to put out some fitness videos, some weightlifting videos that's showing my progress as far as gaining muscle mass, basically becoming hydrated again, because I already had a decent amount of muscle mass. I was just pretty dehydrated, and losing body fat. So things are going really well. I kind of went on a long spiel there and got off topic, but so I've definitely noticed myself becoming incredibly more productive. And obviously in the gym, I've talked a lot about my weightlifting in the gym. Also the diet, having more vitamin C. I've been making quite a bit of videos, and it's interesting that, like, my journey as far as documenting all this and making all these videos coincides with me starting semen retention. Like, once I started it, I felt the urge to put my thoughts out there on the internet and try to share my experience with people and see if maybe they would find it useful, or maybe they could learn something from my experiences. So it's been a really interesting experience. I had a YouTube channel maybe like 10 years ago, but I deleted it, and I kind of wish I wouldn't have. But I'm going to try to just use that as like a positive thing. Like, if I regret deleting the videos in the past, maybe it'll motivate me to make a daily video, for a long period of time. So so I've been making videos quite a bit more, and I'm also getting back into the stock market, and I funded a TD Ameritrade account, and I'm getting ready to purchase some stocks. One of the stocks that I find really interesting is Planet Fitness, and I just feel like it's going to continue to grow. And I know myself personally, like I really enjoy going to Planet Fitness and working out, and there's like a pretty good group of people that go there on a day-to-day basis. So I feel like that's a really good investment. I haven't bought the stock yet, but I'm hoping to in the near future. I'm working with kind of a small amount of money, but I'm hoping to build it up over time. And another couple stocks also related to fitness that I find really interesting, especially due to their low prices, is Fitbit and GoPro. And I feel like both of those would be pretty good investment considerations going forward, just due to the fact that there's so many people becoming more and more involved in fitness. Like I watch a lot of videos on YouTube about like the Arnold Classic and the Olympia, and I know bodybuilding's gone through its ups and downs. And really, I'm kind of frustrated with the actual industry of bodybuilding just because of the rampant drug use and people dying of heart attacks or whatever. It's really frustrating to see that. And obviously, the number one thing that bothers me is like the massive amounts of meat that people are consuming. So I'm kind of like taking it upon myself just to see what kind of results I'll get from having like a massive amount of vitamin C in my diet via orange juice. And I just feel like if I can some way have a vegan diet and figure out a way to put on a lot of muscle mass, and there are people out there, I can't think of the guy's name, Brian something. He's probably on my liked videos, but he's a vegan and he has quite a bit of muscle mass. And yeah, going forward, I would just like to really just prove everybody wrong and just be a vegan and be one of the most muscular people on the internet. Really, I really admire Athlean X for how lean he is, so I'm kind of going to take that route as far as just trying to get super lean and not really super muscular, because a lot of the bodybuilders that are on steroids, they just look kind of overly inflated and like they just don't look healthy to me. So I kind of want to maintain a healthy look. And one thing about semen retention I've noticed by reading the forums on the no-fap forums is that some people on the no-fap forums compare being on semen retention to being on steroids. And I was on pro hormones when I was in college, probably for a good 6 months, and it's actually Superdraw to be specific. And I'm noticing the same results like from being on semen retention to being on Superdraw. And like Superdraw is a very powerful drug. I kind of regret taking it because I feel like it damaged my liver a little bit. Excuse me, because I had like jaundice and stuff, some really negative side effects or whatever. But I feel like semen retention is like a healthy way to go about the same thing and accomplish the same thing, because you definitely notice massive increases in strength and energy. It's just so much easier for me to go really heavy in the gym. And yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to getting some workout videos soon. I know these spiels or these rants or whatever are probably not the most interesting thing that I could post on the internet, but I'm just trying to build my channel slowly but surely. And I really want to have something impressive to show on the internet. Like a few of my thoughts lately have been, trying to rep out 225 on the bench press, or trying to rep out 225 on the squat, or trying to rep out 225 on the deadlift. So if any of you guys out there have any thoughts as far as like what would be some cool stuff to see as far as weightlifting goes, definitely leave a comment. I'd really appreciate that. Anyway, this video is getting pretty decent on links for my channel, so I appreciate you guys viewing, and I'll talk to you later.